Sales analysts have often posited that people love to buy, but people don't like to be sold to. As a business owner, an entrepreneur, a salesperson, do you prefer to keep trying to sell or would you rather master the art that really makes people buy? My name is Precious Ogun Michael, and today we'll be talking about the psychology of selling. Join me as we unbox this together. To be an excellent salesperson, you need to understand that people don't just buy your service, idea, or product because of how beautiful or intelligent it is. Neither do they buy because of how eloquent or fluent you are in your marketing. People will only buy from you if you can show them the value that your product, your service, your skill adds to them or gives to them or helps a particular need or want that they have at that particular time. So people will only buy from you if your product gives the value that is a solution to their want or need at that time. So like I said, we'll be discussing and considering a few factors today that can help you sell better. And the first of those factors is the personality factor. This is really important. The reason is because you need to understand that people buy you first before they buy your product. So you are as important as your product is, to your consumer or to the person who is buying from you. Ryan Sahat said something. He said that your first impression can be your last. Beautifully amazing. Your first impression can actually be your last if you don't manage it well. So this goes a long way to show that your personality can make or mar your product. For people to buy from you, for people to patronize you, for people to, get your service, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And that same knowing, like, and trust they have in you is what they will also pass on to the acceptance of your product or service. The second factor we'll be considering is the presentation factor. You need to understand that the success or otherwise of your product does not only lie in your personality or the excellence of the product, but in how you present it to the market. Now, some people present or sell or market as though I just want to sell this, close out on this, and move on to the next. Now, imagine you're working in a store and then you meet two people selling skincare. And then one comes to you and says, "Oh, madam, I have a product that can help you to age 15 years backwards." That in itself attracts you. And then another person comes and says that, "Madam, I have this product. If you buy one, I will give you a jar for free." Sincerely, who would you rather buy from? You would want to listen to the person who said that I can give you a product that will make you age 15 years backwards, than the person who just wants to sell off and says, "If you buy this, I will give you one jar for free." You've not even convinced me to buy one jar and you're offering me one for free. If I don't get value, of what use is the free jar to me? So you need to understand that when you sell a product to someone, that makes it look personal to that person. I want to help you with this. This is what you can achieve with this. That person sees it as, this is about me, not about you. The third factor we'll be considering today is the knowledge factor. Before people buy from you or pay you for a service, oftentimes they want to be assured that you have the apt knowledge and technical know-how that they can solely rely on, to make their decision. For example, if you sell real estate, you need to understand that there are 1,001 people today marketing real estate everywhere. But what will stand you out is the knowledge and information edge that you have over the other person. You are into real estate. Can you spot a fake survey? If you see a survey, what are the basic ingredients that are supposed to be contained in that survey for you to know that this is an original survey? Can you guide your client to make an informed decision that they won't regret in the future? These are the things that people pay extra for. These are the things that will set you apart from an average person who just grabs a real estate flyer and is selling it. So you must show that you are knowledgeable such that your clients can so trust that if they invest in you or they buy a product from you or they pay for a service that you render, they can go to sleep with their two eyes closed. So knowledge acquisition and information gathering on what you sell or the service you deliver is very important and pivotal to your growth and success in that field of yours. The fourth factor we'll be looking at today is the flexibility factor. In your sales and service delivery, how flexible are you? Do you just box your clients in a box? Do you say, okay, this is what we do and we don't do anything else? I recently contacted someone for a service and he told me we can't go below this benchmark. And I was like, oh, okay. If I had the need to go higher, do I want to go back to that person who just shut me up like that? So you must be open to, working through with your clients or your prospects or someone who wants to buy from you. Okay, the land we sell is 5 million naira. My budget is 1 million. Okay, how do we meet in the middle? Will you like to consider going for half a plot, or do you want to use your 1 million as a deposit and then increase your quantity as time goes on? You need to be flexible, be open. Relationship oftentimes is more important than money. So flexibility is also very important. Don't be rigid. Life is not so hard. Okay, so the next factor we'll be looking at is the CPPD factor. This means consistency, persistence, passion, and determination. Consistency, persistence, passion, and determination. These four are tips that has really helped me and a lot of other successful entrepreneurs in their journeys and in their businesses. Now, you need to understand that in no business, whatsoever endeavor that you set your heart to do, success is never overnight. You need to put in the work, you need to put in the passion, you need to be persistent, and you need to trust the process. I remember for 4 years ago, around 4 or 5 years ago, when I started to put together a real estate training, gave it my whole life, did adverts, was posting here and there, and guess what? So many people subscribed. Guess how many? One person paid for the training, 15,000 naira. I wasn't discouraged. I still did the training as though I was talking to a lot of people. And thank God for where we are today. So if you don't trust your process and stay consistent, you may not hit the mark. So that's another factor that you must pay very close attention to. The next one we'll be talking about is rejection management. How do you handle rejection? You know that similar message as an entrepreneur when you send pictures as a business owner or you sell something and then you send 1,001 pictures and the person says to you, I will get back to you. It may be very weakening, it may be very discouraging, but don't give up. You must manage rejection well. When someone says a no to you, it doesn't matter. You might still service that person's need in the future. I once had a person like that contacted me for a service and eventually we were unable to deal. But I kept following up with him. Sir, have you been able to meet this need? Are you okay now? Are you happy with what you got? And eventually, the man got that need met by someone else, but 6 years down the line, I still have a mutually beneficial relationship with that man. I've handled other things for him, other assignments for him, and it's still a win-win just because of how I handled one rejection well. So when someone says no to you, don't get angry, don't block them, don't be discouraged. That person might come back and be one of your top clients and even your referral tomorrow. Rejection is not all there is. How you manage it is what matters. For every no you get, make sure you don't give up until you convert them to yeses. And finally today, we'll be looking at brand marketing. What is your corporate signature as a business or a product that you sell or a service that you render? What are you known for? What is that thing that sets you apart? What's that thing that stands you out? What is that niche that you've been able to carve for yourself that everyone knows that if I'm going to get this, then I need to subscribe to this person's service? The reason why you should build a successful brand is because when you come up with newer products, you will struggle less to sell those products if it is coming or building on a successful platform, a successful brand. That is all for today. I'm sure you got value for your time. I did too. If you enjoyed this discussion, I hope that you will like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click on the bell icon so that you will be the first person to get alerted when we drop a new video. I hope to see you again soon. My name is Precious Ogun Michael. Have a blessed day.